So today's a new day, and I'm finally going to dive into the TI in a little more depth and see what all it came with. I know there's a bunch of parts in the trunk, there's some stuff in the car as well, and then under the hood, so I need to dive into it and see what I'm working with, but let's get started. So in the trunk is where the majority of the stuff that's in the car lives. This all seems to be M44 parts. Fog lights, this has fog deletes in it now. There's some doubles of parts too, so the story of this car and why it's part I'm not positive on, but the doubles of parts and stuff also confuse me a little bit. But I'm gonna sort through this stuff now and see what we got that stays with the car and stuff that I can either sell or just get rid of. Let's see if there's anything under here. Looks like we've got a whole lot of nothing. A bunch of hardware. We'll have to make a pile for hardware. Got some random stuff over here, some trash. Cam sensor, crank sensor maybe. Here we go, some bulbs. Well, that's everything out of the trunk. As you can see, the trunk struts are shot, so I have a pair of vice grips there. And then there's some clips and stuff here, but the interior is all here. There's definitely going to be some parts that need replaced, but everything's here. And then kind of gone through, I have one more box to go through from the trunk, but I've kind of sorted stuff as far as this is 4-cylinder parts that I won't have a use for. This is the 4-cylinder DME. I don't think the car came with a DME for the M52, which is fine. I can source one later. And then here's a pile of stuff that goes to the car itself. There's a nice or decent shift knob in there, so obviously somebody had this plan. Secondary air pump, I don't know if they're the same between 4 and 6-cylinder. I also don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I figured I'd keep it with the car for now just in case. And then some nice fog lights. So still got to go through this box and then go into the inside of the car, and I'll see what all's in there.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star.
Well, that's it for the stuff in the trunk. So I've got my 4-cylinder pile, my car pile, and then I have a box of random hardware. I'm sure some of this goes to the engine and some of it goes to the chassis, but I'm gonna put it all in the same bin or bag and just hang on to all of it, because who knows when we're gonna need. That's it for the trunk. The trunk's emptied out, so I think there's only a few things inside itself. Another shift knob, actually a threaded one, so that's kind of useless. A water pump pulley, another water pump pulley, I think, motor mount. So I got to get this stuff out too and put it with the rest of my piles. Some stuff in the center console as well. In the back seat, there's just the driver's side door panel, so fortunately that's there. I've been in the glove box already, which the handle's busted, but there was nothing but the owner's manual and some napkins. So get this stuff out and go under the hood.
Gonna live it up on the attack, baby I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed.
Well, it looks like there really isn't a ton of stuff under the hood. This is the ECU cover for the firewall. Some relays and some more hardware over here. In the battery box. So on TIs, the battery is under the hood. BMWs are mostly either under the seat or in the trunk. Except the TIs are in here. I'm probably going to keep it here. We run our Lemons car with one, and that is a 6-cylinder, and the battery's up front, and we never had an issue. So it's not like the car's going to be turboed or anything, so I don't need the real estate up here. So keep the battery up front, keep things simple. I found the tie down actually in the trunk. So the box is loose, but got to do some things there, and the cover's missing too. But otherwise, it looks like I gotta see what all I have over there. Some relays out of the car, hardware for the ECU, I gotta find a box for this stuff. Well, that wraps up everything that the car came with, at least. So I have some stuff here, and I need to get a box for the hardware. Probably put everything back in the trunk, but nothing else loose in the car. Gives me an idea of what I have, and I don't. Not much from here that's really gonna help me in the swap. So a lot of this stuff will either get just stored for later use, or sold, or scrapped or something. But my next step with the car is to get it registered. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. Actually, I plan to do that tomorrow. And then get this engine and trans out. After that, once it's registered, I'll really start diving into it. But I just want to make sure that goes smoothly. And then I'll really get started on this thing. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder.